Prime Minister Scott Morrison is facing mounting pressure to act as the bushfire crisis gripping large parts of the country continues to rage. Now, former fire chiefs are stepping in, announcing a national bushfire emergency summit to deal with the national disaster. Joining us now is former New South Wales Fire and Rescue Commissioner Greg Mullins and fellow fire chiefs Lee Johnson and Peter Dunn in Sydney. Good morning to you, fellas.
Good morning.
Morning.
Greg, I'll start with you. Bushfires, they're a regular feature on the Australian calendar, but never before have they occurred on such a scale as we're seeing at the moment, so early in the season. Now, I want to ask you, could we have been better prepared for this?
Look, probably not. This has worsened over the last 2 decades. There's less rain, it's become hotter, the fire seasons are longer, they're overlapping between states. This is driven by climate change. The scientists are telling us, or they've told us for years what was going to happen. We as fire chiefs have seen it happen. There needs to be national leadership on this. We need to get new approaches, as we just heard from the Deputy Fire Commissioner. Unprecedented fires, very difficult to put out. We need a national approach and how to deal with that, and we need to deal with climate change.
Yeah, absolutely. And in the last few days, Scott Morrison has changed his tune somewhat. He's acknowledged that climate change is in fact contributing to these bushfires, as well as a few other things as well. But is it too late? Is it too little, too late?
Look, you can never say it's too late. It's always time to take action. Glad to hear that the Prime Minister is acknowledging the role of climate change. Now we need some national leadership to bring people together from all sectors to come up with new ideas. How are we going to keep communities safe? And very importantly, what are we going to do to reduce emissions so that we can lean on other countries and say, look, we're burning, we need your help.
Yeah.
The world needs saving.
Absolutely. And Peter, I want to bring you in here. What exactly are you calling on those in Canberra to do?
Well, we're going to see a national summit convened. It should have happened already, but we'll see now that this will probably take till the end of the fire season, whenever that is, to bring all these people together that Greg's mentioned and get the new ideas. I mean, we've already heard that the same old ways of doing business aren't working. We're seeing the results of that. We've got to get new ideas, new techniques, and those ideas are out there. There are people that have got ideas and know what needs to be done.
Yeah.
They need to be brought together in a national summit.
More has to be done. And Lee, I want to bring you in. You've now announced an emergency summit at the end of summer. What are you hoping this will achieve?
Well, again, we're looking for that national leadership. This is a national problem exacerbated by the consequences and effects of climate change. And of course, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for that leadership to bring us all together as a nation, a bipartisan approach to deal with the effects of climate change. Our careers were based, and our people currently are dealing with the consequences of what's happening. So that national leadership is required, a strategy and a plan as a nation to solve this problem. As Peter said, there are a lot of people out there with some great ideas and great thinking. We need to do things differently, and the best way to do it is get the nation's brains together to solve this problem, because this bushfire season is impacting not only on the economy, but it's impacting on the health and the well-being of our community members.
Thank you so much, Lee. Absolutely, we totally agree. And Greg, just before we go, I want to go to you quickly. The Prime Minister is away overseas on holidays as the country burns. Is that good enough?
Oh, look, everyone deserves a holiday. And look, what I do want to say a little bit differently, fire chiefs are feeling it. Volunteers, full-time firefighters, National Parks workers, they're all feeling it. And I'm feeling for our colleagues because we've been there before. They're doing a great job and we all need to support them.
Okay, thank you so much, Greg. Lee and Peter, really appreciate having you on here this morning. Now,